Story 2. The year is 1900. Cameras have been used for about 70 years in Britain. True. It is a perfect day for the Bumble family to go out walking in the hills and to take a few photos of the town. This is what they saw. Beneath them was a busy scene. The horizon was interrupted by the huge chimneys of about 20 factories. All were churning out smoke, which made the sky grey. It was surprising that the planes could see where to go overhead. Yet more smog was provided by the steam trains, trams, and boats that crisscrossed the city. Thank goodness for the traffic lights, the traffic under control. The local park looked busy with children flying around on roller skates whilst their parents bought lollies from the ice cream van. However, these were probably the richer folk of the town, as most of the population were hard at work in the factories, producing all manner of goods. They would live in cramped rows of houses in dreadful conditions. There were no proper toilets, although many of the windows were double-glazed. They wouldn't be able to afford the fancy new penny-farthing cycles that were now available. The Bumbles felt very lucky that they could, because Mr. Bumble owned both a factory and a computer business. The fields looked so small in the distance. They were sectioned off by lots of hedges and walls, and men were hard at work. They could just make out the big wind farm in the distance near the old mine. Down in the streets above the lampposts were the electricity cables. It was so wonderful to be able to have lights at the flick of a switch now. Plenty of people were milling around in the streets. Ladies carried parasols and men wore bowler hats. A couple of mopeds whizzed past, and people turned their heads to see them roar up to the new hotel. There weren't many children to be seen. Most who could afford it were in school learning about the amazing history of the country. No doubt they would be meeting their friends at the town cinema over the weekend. What an exciting place to live, thought the Bumbles, as they reached for their sunglasses to shade them from the bright day.